today's video I'm going to be redesigning Colourpop palettes. It's going to be a part 2. So let's just get into it. We're going to start with the Stone Cold Fox palette. Quite a lot of same kind of shades. But I do think the shade names are pretty good. We just need to add a little bit. So I'm going to add this brown. A bit more variety to it. Kind of got a lot of the same kind of neutrals, especially in like the mattes. So it's just going to be adding some variety because variety is good. So I've just added a darker one. Now I'm going to adjust another one. I'm going to go for this grey colour. And got 2 whites. So I'm going to add like a really sort of dark grey to it that we kind of don't really have in this palette, just to add some light darks variety. And I'm going to also crop this palette. Gonna get rid of some of it, so we'll just focus on this sort of part. I feel like Cold Classic is the shade name. I'm gonna change that. To a lighter version of one of the other ones. Might even go a little bit lighter. I feel like that just looks a lot better. I'm going to look at the My Little Pony palette by Colourpop. Not sure these colours really scream My Little Pony. It's called the Shadow palette. And like, we don't need 2 matte whites. Like, where's the pink? Like, we need a light pink for this palette, like a light, really sort of light pink. That would work so much better. You don't need 2 dark greens, definitely. I think I'd add a blue. Kind of taking inspiration from like the front of the palette. Like kind of like a turquoisey bluish. Like that kind of thing. Then I think we're going to add like dark blue. So you can see this is me just pulling inspiration from like the front. Sort of adding brighter colours to this palette because it kind of is a little bit too muted. Have a brighter purple. Because My Little Pony, you'd think of like a really colourful palette. I'm gonna go with like a yellow, like a really bright yellow. Like obviously I've got like a matte white and that. And then I'm going to leave those last two as it is. So that's what the Colourpop palette would look like. And then we're going to go into the Sweet Talk palette. I feel like I might actually crop some of it out. Like I'm just gonna figuring out how to crop, because it is at a slight angle, so it's quite difficult to do. Got it. I think for this palette I'm going to add a matte white, I think, to just that random brown in the corner. I feel like we kind of need like a peachier colour on this bit, like make it a bit more peachy is what. And then I feel like I'll go like light pink. Might be more of alcohol than peach, because it's more of a peach palette than it came to be. I might add a pinky shimmer in, so I'm gonna just go with that. That's a lot better. Next we're going to look into the Lucky Green palette. I feel like this is very similar. I think we'll just have like a matte white. For this one, like a really sort of matte white. Just in there. Kiss Hands I'm going to kind of change to like a lighter green, because where's the light green in this palette other than like one shimmer? I feel like there's two kind of similar. I think we might add a mint green in there. And I feel like that works, like there wasn't too much to do. The Californian Love palette is going to be the last one. I know this one's quite short. And I can do more of these videos if you'd like. We don't need two very similar browns, do we? I feel like we need an orangey brown kind of thing, like a really sort of orangey brown. Two kind of the same colour, so I might have that colour as a shimmer. something in my teeth. Then we might have like a really sort of that kind of brown to go right up here, I think. Just to go with that shimmer. There's one other shimmer that I'm not really a fan of. I feel like we might have a peach and that one like a peachy shimmer. Just to go with that matte a little bit better. Feel like we might have like an orangey shimmer to kind of go with it a little bit. And I think that's kind of going to be it. One other that I'm going to change. Like a yellowy brown, I feel like. Actually, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm gonna this kind of brown, I feel like. Just because it works a little bit better with the palette, I think. I feel like that's all pretty good, so I know this one is relatively short. But I hope you've still enjoyed it. If you want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye. All my social medias will be linked down below.